is there a role for diet and the gut microbiome in the development of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease? So several pieces of evidence, and I discuss this in detail in the gut-immune connection, that this low-grade, that several factors that the microbes produce, and we talked about that in terms of the immune activation, systemic low-grade immune activation, but also the generation of certain so-called neuroactive metabolites. So these are metabolites, breakdown products of the essential amino acid tryptophan. It's a group of molecules that are called indoles. There's another group of molecules that are derived from our bile acids. Our liver produces bile acids, which are then secreted through the bile into the gut. The gut microbes break down these bile acids. Some of them are being reabsorbed and get to the brain. So we have different mechanisms that are being studied, have been hypothesized, and there's some evidence from association correlation studies that they play a role in the development of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. Just give you one example from autopsy studies. Some so-called secondary bile acids, so the ones that the microbes have already metabolized, can be found in the brain, even though the brain has no ability to do these metabolic changes. So they must come from the gut. So the fact that you can find these molecules in increased amounts in the brain of patients that have died with Alzheimer's disease is a pretty strong indication that for both the microbes and indirectly the diet playing a role in this unnatural pathological signaling of bile acids into the brain. So I would say there's several possibilities that are all very plausible, and they're being pursued with a lot of energy and research activities. And the preliminary results are very intriguing, but we do, like in many of these disorders, we do not have the definitive results from well-designed, well-controlled human studies.